welcome back to the Neal podcast, and I'm Neal, and I'm surprised that this Neal was so excited on Monday. How are you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man?
I got you. Trying to make me out to be something that I'm not. I see how it is. I've been holding on to this all week.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
I'm mad.
I mean, you're always mad, but what are you mad about?
That is true. I've been working on it. Just walk around mad.
There you go. You gotta take it out on the cats. You gotta yell at the cats.
They keep tearing up this fucking carpet. Yeah. I've realized my two cats, if they don't have two things it's theirs to scratch in every room, they're gonna scratch something that's not theirs, and so far it's been the carpet.
Oh my goodness.
At my new place. But no, man, we just watched America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, get destroyed.
No. America's team took a good old American ass whooping.
They took American shit on the field is what they did.
I mean, but here's the thing. I expected nothing out of this season. I definitely expected nothing out of the team after Dak was supposed to have, they said he's going to have surgery. So I, at best, expect 2 wins out of the rest of the season.
Yeah, they'll win 2 more games and maybe
that's it.
Out of lucky one. But if they keep playing,
a lot of luck if they win a third.
Yeah, with their schedule. It's just these fans.
These fiends, Neal.
These fans, okay, that don't even, we live here, okay? We've had to deal with it our whole life, but we live here. That's why we root for the Dallas Cowboys. Mm-hmm. All these people, all these other people, like, why? Why the fuck do you still watch them every single week and go, that's my team? Why? You have no loyalty to them. Stop watching them.
But but Romo and Dak, they were so good in the regular season. Why shouldn't we watch them? Why shouldn't they watch them?
They haven't won since '96. They haven't won since '96, the Super Bowl.
But Neal, technically, if you look at the numbers, Neal, Dak and Mahomes are pretty on par with each other during the regular season. They're almost the exact same player, Neal.
Look, Skip Bayless, Neil Ewing, okay? Who gives a shit, okay? I think Romo's and Dak's combined playoff is like winning loss records 4-9.
Oh, God.
Who cares what they do in the regular season? Stephen A. Smith, I 100% agree with him now. 100%. Ooh. Except for his whole deal with Pat McAfee. I don't know what's going on with that. Y'all need to squash that shit.
Wait, what's up with him and Pat McAfee? Well, I mean, Stephen A. Smith pisses a lot of people off, but how did he piss off Pat McAfee?
Well, shit. I think this is what happened. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared for this thing. But allegedly, okay. I'll steal that from Pat McAfee. Allegedly, there are people, Stephen A. Smith's name was brought up. He doesn't like the fact that Pat McAfee is I think it's something like he's getting paid the most of anybody at ESPN, and they don't like the fact that he gets to do whatever he wants. But then
he built his own thing outside of ESPN. And ESPN wanted to tap it because people stopped watching ESPN to watch him because ESPN is the same shit over and over and over. It has been the exact same for like the last 10 years. And I've stopped watching ESPN because you all you got to do is watch one show and you will see the exact same talking points and exact same topics repeated for the entire week.
Yeah.
And
I watch their YouTube clips because I just need the 10-minute article or 10-minute. This is about the Cowboys. This is about the Ravens. Whatever it is, and then I can move on about my day because you can't expand that across 8-something hours of like primetime television. But that's the thing, and I want to say it was Marcellus Wiley. and a couple others who either at ESPN or were at ESPN, or like, it sounded like to me that they had Pat McAfee's back, because they're like, he does not need ESPN.
That's the thing.
He had built this, and then he came on. I don't even think he's technically like an employee. He's a contract.
Well,
yeah.
They wouldn't even let people, for a while, they wouldn't let people from ESPN talk to Pat McAfee because he was stealing so many viewers from them. And then they realized it's easier. It's way easier to just like bring him in than to try to ice him out, because all it did was alienate ESPN.
Yeah, it was ESPN, and then it was he before he got to ESPN, I remembered vaguely it was like he was just told like, we can't. The ESPN people were like, we can't be on your show anymore.
Yep.
And then what do? They turn around and offer him, but people watch his show.
Yep. Well, because it's not the same bullshit that you see on every other. Like, okay, we're gonna give you two guys, maybe three, and a woman, and we're all gonna talk about the same shit. Everybody's gonna have, from show to show, everybody's gonna have, for the most part, pretty similar opinions. All right.
I mean, his show really it kind of runs like almost like a podcast format, where you have your producers and you have the toxic table, and you've got Tony, you got all these guys that are contributing, instead of it just being like a Colin Cowherd where it's just him talking for the most part. It's like, it's so boring. And Pat McAfee was new, and he took off, and he was like, I don't need anybody. I got myself.
I think a lot of what his show, what helped build him, is that it was more the personality and the crew that he had drove the show, and not necessarily the sports. Because if you look at ESPN, like, other than Stephen Smith, you can kind of plug and play anybody into most of these shows that ESPN has, and it's gonna run the same.
And I think Wiley was saying that like Stephen A is a product of ESPN.
Also, 100% true.
So without ESPN, I think he said something along the lines like, without ESPN and Stephen A. Smith was doing his own thing, would you really tune in? And I would have
never. I don't know if I would have ever heard of Stephen A. Smith had he not, because the first time I ever heard Stephen A. Smith was on Around the Horn. That's the first show I remember him being in. He was on Around the Horn and was killing everybody on Around the Horn, because it was him and like whatever that Mariotti guy. It was an Italian dude. He was really good on it too.
There's a bunch of. I mean, dude, I hadn't watched Around the Horn, and like it was Around the Horn and Pardon the Interruption.
Yep.
And those were I think they were like back to back, and I liked them.
Yeah. Those were so different, and then it kind of got into this Talking Heads show, and now ESPN is essentially cable news for sports.
But it's the problem that the sports format is, it's just, here's sports highlights, here's trade deals, here's this, here's that. Where Pat McAfee has freaking Marshawn Lynch on, and Marshawn Lynch talks about a homeless dude taking a shit in front of his restaurant and having to clean it up. Like,
thank you.
It's new stuff. Like, we're getting to see the like top tier NFL players' personalities for real.
Yes.
For the first time, really, because you don't get to see them.
Well, because ESPN wants to keep it all sports related. Because they name one ESPN show where you saw a guy get on there and talk about shit that's happening in his actual life.
The Pat McAfee show.
I mean, like, there is no show like that on ESPN. The only time they're talking about these guys, it's purely sports related. We don't get it. Like, we actually get to know Marshawn Lynch on the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah.
We get to hear about him and the time he went out and partied with this one dude and got super fucked up, and then 2 days later ran for 200 yards in some game.
Yeah, now I
you know what I'm saying?
I could do like Pat McAfee. I love you, by the way. I just want you to know that. But you guys this week, I don't remember what day it was, but they would not stop talking about a Taylor Swift concert, and I was like, this is the shit that I don't care to know, because that has, outside of her relationship with Travis Kelce, I was like, this has nothing to do with sports.
But I mean, she put him on the map though, Neal. I'm just saying. Hold on. Who came up more from dating the other, Kelsey or Taylor?
Well, I understand what you're saying,
Kelsey
but
is now her trophy boyfriend.
yeah, I ain't mad at it. There's like a new soft masculinity something going around where they're talking about like I'm gonna start making women pay for all of my drinks, all of my foods.
Hey,
Was
might
it
as well.
Simone Ball's husband?
Oh, he's in the league.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's in the
but
NFL.
but
But
like
he's not. I mean, he's like. I think he's. I don't know if he starts, but he's in the league.
but I think from the story I heard, she paid for the wedding, she paid for the rings.
Probably. I'm sure she makes way more in endorsement deals and stuff than he does on his NFL contract.
Yeah, if he's not
a name guy.
and if you know.
So yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I'm gonna let you know right now. If Sandy starts making way more than I do, I am all for it. Don't care. Not gonna hurt my pride one bit. Sandy can fly me out. I want to get flown out on vacation sometime.
But what are you gonna do for her?
Oh, whatever she needs, you know.
What? No, like how are you gonna buy her How are you gonna buy her things if you ain't got no money?
I steal her credit card and buy her some stuff. It's the thought that counts. It's not the fact that she's paying for it. It's the fact that I thought enough of her to go get something for her. That's all it is, Neal.
You know what? I thought I would never in my life be like, you know what? I can't date a woman that makes like $300,000-$500,000 a year. Now I'm like, that sounds kind of nice.
That idea or thought has never crossed my mind. I was like, shit, I will definitely date somebody who makes.
It was something. Don't care. It was something as a younger man's thing, but I was like, I can't. Something about a woman making more money than me that I was with, but now I'm like, I don't care. If a woman made that much money and was like, listen, you're perfect, I love you, this is all that I need. I'm like, no, baby, listen, this house is gonna be fucking spick and span.
You'll turn into a house husband real quick.
I will make every single meal because what else am I gonna do? Yeah. And then the podcast
turn into Chef Neal.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is a big thing because I know how I can cook.
Oh,
so
yes.
So I'm like,
so
ladies, listen.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. No.
Okay.
No, ladies, you listen.
I just said you, ladies. Listen.
No. See, if you say it, you're just bragging about yourself, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm sure he can cook.
It's not bragging. It's confidence.
No, I'm here to say, the man can actually cook. He cook his ass off.
I can cook. Okay.
See, so now like all you need to find yourself a nice rich lady. She comes to you like, Neal, and then you got this little job, but it's cheaper for me in taxes if you just quit your job, move in, just take care of the house. You can decorate, do whatever you do. Just, you know, when I get home, have dinner
what's your favorite colors? Let me know what kind of feeling you're feeling in here right now. You want navy, beige, like we whatever you want.
Now, the only way I could not date somebody making way more than me
if she's white.
Hold on, how white we talking? We talking like I can see all the veins and arteries? We talking see-through? We talking
this is your hypothetical.
No,
we talking an older white lady?
Nah. Well, how much older are we talking? Well, actually, you know what? Not even that. What do see? There's some hot older white ladies out there. Back in the day, was it Helen Mirren?
Mm-hmm. I don't fuck with white women that much. So
there's been some hot. I mean, Betty White back in the day.
Betty White back in the day.
Have you seen younger pictures of Betty White
from 1920? Like,
not even from the.
Well, I guess she was okay. She was born in the 20s, right?
Yeah,
because she passed away a couple years ago.
Yeah, but she was in her 90s at that point. I'm talking Betty White in her 50s. Betty White in her 50s was still hot.
Hey, Betty White doesn't get enough credit for a lot of the like civil rights stuff that she did during her time.
That's true.
Like, if you don't know, but I can't. Damn it! Now I can't remember that. But it was like she fought for.
Was like equal pay for everybody and shit like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yes. But yeah, only way maybe if it's that chick who's always lording her money over you, it's like, well, I pay for all this and blah blah blah. You ain't got shit. Then it's like, all right, fuck this. I'm out. I'll go make my own money. But as long as we cool, you understand. Hey, you wanted to do this. You know where I'm at. I can afford what I can afford.
Yeah, but that's when that's when she turns and you get stuck and she's like, I got you now. You can't leave me.
Oh, see, but you don't understand. Hold on. What's that prenup look like?
I mean, why not?
Because at that point, if she's making that much more, I'm okay with signing a prenup. But what does that prenup look like? Don't just have me out here now. I'm financially stuck to
You
your
know
ass.
what? Why not? Because I mean, this is fact, but the women at the top, like as far as how much money they got, they got there from divorce. Like,
Yeah, I think like was it like 5 out of the top 10 richest women in the world?
something like 5 out of the top 10 got it from divorce settlements. But hey,
Yeah,
I'll be if you want to put me in the top 10
I don't give a
richest
shit.
men because I got divorced.
That's
hey,
fine.
where do I sign that?
Hell yes.
I'll sign that divorce
Man,
decree.
that's one of the reasons too. I was so for gay marriage because I was like, because for a long time everybody,
Yeah,
for the
please
most part,
explain this.
guys were getting screwed in divorces, which is
Oh.
it is what it is. But then I was like, no, gay marriage, because you're gonna see all of a sudden you see a lot of lesbian women screaming about how unfair the divorce rate is once they got to start paying alimony, and it's like certain alimony for the rest of their life because they've been married for over. Because I think in certain states after 10 years,
So, because it would be out of that, it would be whoever's made the most money, right?
yeah, because I think in like California, if you've been married for, I think 10 years or more, I think you have to pay alimony for the rest of their life.
And I think if at
And
least at one point California was half, no matter what. Like
Yes.
if you got divorced,
Yeah,
everything was split 50-50.
yeah, unless there was a prenup signed, I think.
Right. But
Oh yeah, I mean, actually, what's crazy? I remember hearing a story about this one dude was married this one woman in California when they were like 19 or something like that. Were together for a while, get divorced at like 30, 32.
right.
Now this guy is in his 50s, making way more money, still paying the first wife alimony. Still paying the first wife alimony. I was like, it got to the point where he was paying her alimony longer than they had actually been together.
I'm I'm not living in California. I'm damn sure not getting married in California. Nuh-uh.
But I mean, was it Brittany? I remember hearing about Brittany Griner because I think she had got divorced and had to pay child support, and she was complaining.
Or alimony?
I think she had to pay both
She had
because they adopted the kid as well.
Oh, okay.
And so I think she had to pay
I was about to
alimony
say
and
this-
child support.
I don't think that makes
She was
baby.
complaining. I was like, well, that's how the shit works.
Now I saw this. It's too far, but it wasn't me. I think it's funny. It was a video of like some dude who is like judge gave ex-wife house and car, and he took a dump truck, ran it through the house, and destroyed the car. Like, that's one way to get your pound of flesh back, I guess.
Oh man, I mean, but if she takes it back to the judge might, family court's terrible. I've heard just shitty things about family and divorce courts. It's
Family court. I can tell you from personal experience, it fucking sucks.
ugh. Like there's no real rules from what I understand with
Yeah.
family court. It's just like, how was the judge feeling about that? How was the judge feeling that day? And do they like you?
I mean, I was in a situation at 12 years old, being put in front of a court and having to decide whether or not I wanted to, it was my decision.
A fucking 12-year-old?
To say, do you want to live with your dad? Do you want to live with your mom?
That's an insane decision to put on a kid.
Instead of like, I don't know. Do you have a court that's supposed to say, hey, I think it would be best case for the child to...
I mean, on top one, why the fuck are they putting you up there in the middle of the court in the first place? Which is
Because
wild to
by
me.
law, it was my decision.
Yeah,
Like that,
but that I don't know. Okay, you tell me, because this is what I'm imagining when you say this. I picture tiny, 5'4", 105-pound Neal, because fucking tiny and skinny as shit back then.
I was probably like... Actually, I was 5'1" and had a size 12 shoe.
God, you're just built like a weird clown.
I got that a lot. Like, I had adults look at my feet and look at me and just be, well, damn, son. You got skis for feet. Because that's how people talk from ghetto country,
Oh,
you know.
yes.
Or, well, it depends. Be like, damn, boy. You got...
No, man, that hood country accent is just, that is a trip to me. I love it, and every time I hear it, it is just, it hits my ear in the weirdest way. But anyway,
it's that's black country. Like that's the only way. You just gotta go. You can't explain it. It's hard to replicate unless you're like, you grew up with it.
Oh yes. But okay, I'm picturing tiny clown-looking Neal,
Yep.
like in a fucking courtroom, people around, has to step out, look this judge in the eye, and you're like,
No, it was.
Or did they at least talk to you about it beforehand and be like, hey?
Not really. I
da-da-da-da-da.
had to just kind of say, that I did. But it's like you walk up and it was just my family, and then like a judge. It wasn't. There was people in the crowd and shit like that. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm just like, why wouldn't the judge just do this in his office and then walk out and then make the ruling?
It might have been.
I feel like that would be a better approach.
Because it was a long time ago, but I just remember like it was my call to make on where I wanted to go, and the judge was just like, yeah. So.
Other parents up there screaming objection.
No, didn't have none of them. But we were talking earlier too about how we kind of glossed over Halloween, and that we probably need to pay more attention to when holidays are and when we release shit.
Yeah.
But we were talking about Christmas movies.
Yes.
And also Christmas in general. That it's like
after Thanksgiving, you can put your lights up after you have 1 month.
Nope.
You have
November 1st, bitch.
Fuck that, man. I saw it November 2nd. I saw lights out, and it pissed me off so much. No, I feel like
I saw a lit up Santa Claus in somebody's window. Like it was this week.
I feel like you get 2 months. So like you can put I feel like the day after Thanksgiving, everybody's already off, or that weekend after, you put everything up. All right, you keep them up, and then you have until, I'll say, like a week or so after New Year's to take the lights down.
I mean, traditionally that's what we used to do, right? It was Black Friday was typically the day that you would put up the tree and the lights and shit, if you weren't out shopping. But then, New Year's Day, you had to get the shit down.
Got to get that fucking money now.
But no, November 1st, because you can't sell Thanksgiving because it's food. Speaking of which, look, Black Friday, how about we have some grocery sales? Yes. Can we have some, like, I don't know, $5 Cokes or something? Like, something. Give us
Kroger to do some Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some Costco sales, Costco Black Friday sales.
I was like, we all got the big TVs now. We don't need.
We've got the
a $200 TV. We need to sell
laptops.
Groceries. Yeah,
we've got We don't need more fucking electronics.
Like, do I want to? I could go buy a nice TV or eat that. I could probably get a TV for cheaper than my weekly grocery bill.
I know I could.
Yeah.
I know it. Actually, I could get a TV for what I spend in groceries a month. Easily.
Well, yeah, me now. I'm starting to eat like a hoss, trying to get bigger.
It's bulking season, man. It's getting to that point, man. So
Thanksgiving's around the corner, man. I can't wait.
Yes. Thanksgiving, when we got the Friendsgiving.
We're gonna be eating a lot.
Oh yeah. Also, yes. Did you want to come to my in-laws for Thanksgiving? Did you want to come with me this year?
I thought, is your in-laws this time?
Yes. So yeah, my mom's like, I'm not doing shit this weekend. Oh well. So here's the whole big thing. Surprise, I guess. News. Like, so my grandmother has breast cancer. Oh. So wouldn't have to have the surgery, going through radiation and stuff, or going through chemo right now. So we can't really have a big family thing at my parents right now, or if we did, like, she can't be there just because she's going through all the chemo. So we're not really doing anything at my parents. So we're just going over to my in-laws.
We gonna have July fries.
I'm sure there'll be jollof there too. Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, then hell yeah, I'm coming.
So yes, you are coming. Then we got to figure out our Friendsgiving. So
that should not be hard. We'll just make. Well, like I always did, Friendsgiving was always, or like, it's Friendsgiving, but it's also like leftover feast.
for the most part,
You know.
yeah.
So like, but yeah, I mean, absolutely. Why would I not want to go to a Black Thanksgiving? I mean, yeah, because like last time, what was the last time we ate? It was
Was it?
Chica's wedding, right?
Was that the last time you were there?
Well, that I was eating with
yeah.
y'all. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was chicken.
Holy shit! I mean, the food they
Yes.
had shrimp, they had a lot of the rice, they had all kinds of different chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them I'm like, I don't know what this is cooked with, but I'm eating it.
Yep. Oh yeah. Now the one thing I want to make that I've loved.
Fufu. I didn't get fufu last time, and I was very upset.
Oh yeah, that went real quick.
Yeah.
That went real quick. Like so, you got to get used to eating with your hands.
I
man.
don't. That's fine. I mean, I know
you gotta
how
get-
I've seen
here.
it. I've seen it, but I kept looking for it. I was like, "Where's the fufu?" And then somebody, not to name any names, but somebody was like, "Oh, that's fufu," and I'm like, "That is not fufu."
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was Elle was trying to
I
tell
knew
you
it
fufu,
was.
and I was
I wasn't
like,
gonna call her out
because
like
I remember
that.
when she said it, I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, Neal, no, it's not. I don't know where it is.
Well,
but that's
I
not
wasn't in a position to be like, "Listen, black woman,
I
this
think
white
she pointed
man
to
knows what."
It was either rice or suya that she pointed to, and I was like, "What are you? What's happening?"
No, it was good though.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that I opened up the cooler thinking it was drinks. It was rice.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is
I
a
forgot-
big
I
ass
was
cooler
like,
of
when
rice.
you first said it, I was like, "What?" I was like, "Drinks in a cooler." I
Who
literally
would
got
put
confused.
drinks in a cooler? This is a Nigerian wedding. We put rice in coolers. Sorry. My apologies.
That's what
My
head went. I
apologies.
was like, "Why the fuck are you looking for drinks in the cooler?"
Oh, sorry. Next time I'll look in the oven for them. It was so good though, man.
Oh, man.
I had like I talked to Sandy about it, but I don't think to me it was just everything was just so vibrant. Like everything was just turned up to 10 and I fucking loved it. I want to go to another one. Who's getting married next? Let's go.
I don't know, but if you want, you try hard enough. I'm sure I could talk to Chica, and we could find like she's always getting invited to somebody's wedding.
That's fine.
Now, the
I'll
one
go.
thing that always trips me out. Now, here's what I will say. Groom's his shoes were very toned down, and what you see a lot, especially with a lot of African weddings lately, are the shoes with the spikes.
The spike and the shiny and the
It's
dazzle.
shiny and spiky.
Yeah.
They used to see a lot of spiky, shiny shoes. I don't know how this trend started, or if it was, I'm gonna kick you in the face and I'm really fuck you up with this. Like, I don't know what it is or how this started, but there's a lot of shiny, spiky shoes.
Yeah, I just remembered, like, I didn't want to do anything that was against like culture. So every time I was like trying to help with stuff, I was like, "Is it okay for me to help? Can I help? Can I do this?"
Oh yeah, I think you were down there scooping up money. With
I
me.
was
You're like,
scooping
hey,
up
should
money.
I be doing it? I was like, yeah.
It's like, "Can I do this?" Because like sometimes it's like, no, the cousin brother of the son's uncle has to do this one thing.
Oh, dude, see, you've been traumatized by too many Indian weddings, Neal, where they're like, this one person has this one job. You have to do that. If anybody does this job, you've ruined this wedding.
I didn't say it. You said it. I didn't say it. You said it.
Neal, I recognize trauma when I see it. Now, also, speaking,
Yeah.
I have sent you a few places for the vacation. All right, I think I sent you
Spain. The Spain one looked
Okay.
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Spain one, because I think I sent you Ecuador. I think I
Yeah.
sent you. I think I sent you somewhere in Central America.
Saw the one for Pakistan,
I
Uzbekistan.
sent you. I think was it the Canary? Oh no, was it Azores or Canary Islands? Something like that for Spain. And then
I think that was the one I was like, that looks That looks legit. Like we gotta go
Okay.
there.
Now, I can also look up some Indian beaches for you too.
That's
India's
fine.
got some
No.
nice beaches.
You send me the nastiest Indian street vendor videos. Like I just pull shit up and I'm just like, there's rats jumping in shit. There's bugs crawling in and out of stuff. People, what you sent one? I don't know what the fuck was going on. They just started throwing food on the ground, and he would rub it around, and then somebody come by and put something else, and put something else, and put something else, and then the dude like scooped it up off the ground.
India is a very interesting place, man. It's a very, very interesting place.
Look, I okay, almost 40 years old. I ain't been out the country. I got a long list of places I'm going to. That's not on my list yet.
Really? Okay, hold on. You know what? No. I can take you to. We can go to India Light. How about we go to Sri Lanka?
No, I would like to go to Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I mean it's just that Sri Lanka, from everything I've heard, is not like the rest of India. So I feel like
Well, I'm not saying anything about India. This Neal is not. This other Neal is.
I never said there was anything wrong with India. I just said it's not like the rest of India.
I want to go see
like Florida. Florida is not like the rest of the U.S. There's going
Florida,
like
man.
You can go to the U.S. or you can go to Florida.
There's some other place like Alabama.
You can go to Louisiana. You know what? Or New Orleans. New Orleans is so different.
New Orleans is different from anywhere. Like anywhere. There's nothing like New Orleans. Yeah, but there's a bunch of places you can go. Oh, if you go here in the U.S., it's like that. But when you said that about Florida, you said that in a not so.
Because Florida is Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Florida is gonna Florida.
So you're saying. So what you're saying is India is India. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you.
India is not like a lot of places.
So, no, I wouldn't. The Taj Mahal.
Okay.
So there's things I'd like to see, but I mean, I want to go. I want to go see where my ancestors are from. I want to go see the problem is it keeps changing, so I don't even know what I am half the time.
You just need to go to the UK, travel around there, and you would have gotten the general idea.
Well,
because you'll hit up Scotland, you'll hit up Ireland.
Because Scotland and Ireland are like it says by ancestry DNA. See, this thing is it keeps changing, and I'm like, at one point it said I was 27% Scandinavian. And now it's like you're 7% Norwegian, and I'm like, okay. And now it's 40% English and 20% Scottish. 20. So I'm like, you just screw it. I'll just go the white ones.
See,
because
Northern white. That's what you need. You need to go to all the cold white places, Neal.
I keep wanting it to change that. Less than 1% at least.
None of them ever made it down there.
None of them ever made it down there. I don't even have. It's like at one point it said Italian, but that was like less than 1%. I'm like, that doesn't count.
Oh man,
it's white. People are like, what are you? Just spin it and pick one, and it's from there.
No, so India's not on the list. Okay, how about this? Let's see. I can start throwing some. No, Iceland doesn't really have beaches like that. So good. Let's
go to Spain. We'll do Spain.
See, here's the thing. I sent you that island, the one wait, the island that I sent you in Spain, or just Spain.
I don't know. You the one you sent me with the beach and the island in Spain. Mm-hmm. See, I was in clothes working, so I haven't like looked through them, but that one looked, good.
Okay, I think was it the Azores or something like
that? I think
that?
something like that. Yeah.
It was Azores.
Some of the A.
Yeah, I think that's where it was. See, Neal, we could do that. We can do that. So.
We'll plan it. But we do have the holidays coming up, and we both have a hot take on two new movies that are coming out and how they're going to bomb.
Fucking Red One.
So you're calling. So as of today, what's today?
The 10th.
Yeah. So November 10th, you're calling that Red One is going to be a box office bomb.
Here's the thing. I don't know if it's going to be a bomb just because, of all the. I mean, it's got what Chris Evans,
The Rock,
Lucy Liu, J.K. Simmons. and I think somebody has got to have a
But
few other
see,
people.
like I love J.K. Simmons and almost anything that he does,
Oh yeah,
but from the
Schillinger,
trailer,
man.
huh?
Schillinger from Oz.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I will never forget him playing that white supremacist in
yeah.
fucking Oz,
I
man.
loved him in Whiplash, dude. He
Oh, he
was
was great
killer
in
in
Whiplash.
Whiplash, and then of course, J.J. Jonah Jameson.
Yep.
But he plays Santa, so I don't even think he's going to be in that much of the movie because the movie is about them getting Santa back or something like that. But
This is true.
so
It looks like they took GI Joes and they mashed it with Santa, and I was like, you remember the GI Joe movies? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I remember Channing Tatum wanting out of the GI Joe movies. Yeah,
yes.
I remember
That's what
them
I think they're
making
gonna do
the
with this.
origin of Snake Eyes, where he had tons of dialogue. Why that pisses off '90s kids is because Snake Eyes didn't talk.
He ain't have now line the whole.
You know what he said? That's what he said. He didn't say shit.
Like
He
at
didn't say-
best, he had grunts and nods. That
I
was
think he
about
had
it.
nods. He didn't even really grunt. He was just. So when you pick a GI Joe character to do an origin story over, you pick the mute. Anyway,
It's just I don't know.
So Red One, you think Red One? So
It's too many stars.
over under 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, under.
Under?
So under. So under. I mean, it's got too many stars. It's got it's got action that I don't feel like is gonna be as good as it looks in the actual trailer. And I feel like it's just a Christmas movie cash grab, and it's gonna be a complete piece of shit.
And see, I think that that's going to be wicked. Now, let me tell you what. Because you're taking a Broadway play and you're going to make it into a movie, which we know it's going to be like a musical because it's got Ariana Grande, but it just has that feel outside of anything. All I'm saying is it's just a feeling that this is just another Hollywood cash grab, and it's going to have so little thought put into the production value of it, and it's going to bomb.
So what you're telling me is that the movie led by the black woman is going to be terrible because there's no thought. Because yeah, they put no thought in production in this movie with the black woman lead.
100%.
Is that what it is, Neil?
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying, Neil. You said this woman, very good black actress, is going to be terrible. Why do you hate again, Neil? Why do you hate black women?
Well, I mean, as true as that is. Well, no, I think it. I'm not saying that it is. It's just a feeling. I think it's that woke culture of we got to do this, and this to appeal to the masses, and then they focus so much on that part of it that they don't actually try to finish and put out a great product.
I feel like I get what you're saying. I feel like it's not necessarily the woke culture. It's too much of the instead of focusing on telling the story that made Wicked good. I think some of these movies they focus on too much. Let's just keep amping up girl power with this.
Is that not the woke culture?
I guess that is. That's just bad decision making. Instead of making a good movie that has women leads, you're focusing on girl power, and then you fuck off and don't do anything
that's
with
what I'm
everything
saying.
else to make it good.
You're gonna hit all of the buttons in what the masses would like to see in a movie, having a black lead actress or more LGBTQ or this or that, and you take all of it and you cram it into a movie, and then you go, this will work, and then you don't do any. So that's all I'm saying.
Just because you hit all the buttons doesn't mean you got the right answer.
Yeah.
I mean, because Wicked was a great show. It was ran for years.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, I'm kind of with you, is that they will probably strip away everything that made Wicked good to do something just so they can hit all the buttons.
We'll see. I mean, I
hope
could be
you're
wrong.
I always hope the white man's wrong. So.
Me too. I do too.
Now, so let me ask you this. So we're talking about movies or whatever. What do you feel like? Give me like top 3 best Christmas movies that you can think of.
Die Hard.
Okay. Die Hard,
don't
Die Hard, Die Hard.
don't fucking fight me on it either.
Okay,
It's a Die
let's
Hard
start
movie.
with this.
Or it's a-
Qualifications for a Christmas movie. Does it at least it just at bare minimum has to be Christmas time, or Christmas time or Christmas Day has to occur in the movie for it to be considered a Christmas movie?
I mean, if it's a movie, what was John McClane's role? Was to save Christmas.
Or was it to save his wife?
No, fuck her. They ended up
'cause
getting a divorce anyway.
it's not like they were trying to steal gifts and give all the people in the office a bunch of coal.
Fine, I know what you mean.
But I mean,
I do still consider it, but for the argument of this, I would say, I like Elf.
Okay.
I think Elf is good. Now
I
does
consider
Bad
Die Hard a Christmas movie too. For me, Christmas movies just have to occur like at or around Christmas time. Like Christmas time has to be a theme in the movie in order for it to be a Christmas movie to me.
See, I think people are saying no, it has to be Santa and reindeer and elves and shit like that.
But that's not everybody's Christmas. Like I don't like at a certain point.
Trust me, I would much rather watch Die Hard than watch a Christmas
I'm an
story.
Adult. I don't give a shit about elves and reindeers, so that's not Christmas for me. Christmas for me is like, okay, it's Christmas Day. I'm getting drunk with family and going to see going to see people and shit. That's a Christmas movie. Like fucking Four Christmases. That's a Christmas movie. There's no elves. There's no Santa on that.
True.
Not a good Christmas movie, but it's a Christmas movie.
I like Violent Night.
Okay, all right.
David Harbour.
I think that's his name. Like just murdering people.
That's a Christmas. I don't care that's Santa Claus killing
Santa
a bunch
and a
of people.
sledgehammer. Love it. Okay.
Man, there's not like the problem is that TBS, TNT, whatever, they play A Christmas Story all day long. I've seen it way too many times now.
Burned you out on it.
Shit. I'd have to say Elf. Hi, Cat. We got a cat joining the show.
What's up?
All
right, I'll give
yeah, Elf, Bad Santa, and yeah, sure.
Elf, Bad Santa, Die Hard.
Yeah. I'll pick one that's family friendly, and the rest of them.
I'll probably give like 4 or 5. So definitely Die Hard. Definitely love Bad Santa. I'll also go with you and put Elf on there. So like I'm gonna agree with those 3, but I'll also say Gremlins.
Yeah.
Gremlins, man, has the worst Christmas story ever told in there. So
that is like, as a kid, I know what scene you're talking about. You're talking about where she talks about the dad essentially dying in the chimney. Yeah. And as a kid watching Gremlins, I never even paid attention to that, and then as an adult I saw that scene pop up on YouTube. Like, this is disturbing if you're a 90s kid, like this, and I listened to it, I was like, damn.
Yeah. Luckily
she's saying this shit and he's like, yeah, your dad, cool, that's cool, my dad's cool too. Like, didn't give 2 shits about the fact that her dad died in a chimney
at all.
at all.
And then fuck, I had the 5th one. I just lost it. Oh, okay. It's between 2. All right.
2 frames.
Between 2. So it's was it National Lampoon's
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. All right, dudes out there, shitters clogged. Love that. Or I don't know, man. Stu just has a special place in my heart because I loved all his movies as a kid. Ernest Saves fucking
Ernest
Christmas,
Saves
man.
Christmas. Yeah.
I can't tell you how much I love those Ernest movies growing up.
I did too, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you say anybody that was born in the 80s, early 90s, you say Ernest, just say Ernest, and they're gonna be like
P. Whirl.
Ernest P. Whirl. And then he would do the mama with the neck brace and the cigarette.
Yes.
Apparently, he smoked like a chimney.
Oh, I'm not shocked.
It got him. It ended up getting him.
I'm not shocked. Oh man, because there was what? There was Ernest Goes to Camp.
Ernest
Ernest Scared
goes
Stupid.
to jail.
Ernest Goes to Jail. Ernest Saves Christmas.
There was a Halloween one where
that was Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, Scared Stupid, right?
Yep,
they were shooting milk, right? It was milk and super soakers.
Yep, but he got a whole jar. I think he thought to this day I don't even know what the fuck it was. But he was like, "Oh, we need to kill it with Miak." And it was like, "The fuck is Miak?" And he like grabs a jar of whatever the fuck Miak is and tries to throw it at him.
I don't know what Miak is,
Yeah,
but
to this day I've yet to figure that out as an adult.
Those were good. Those were good movies, man.
Fuck yes, man.
I hadn't seen the Christmas one in a long time.
Oh yeah. They like got all the fucking reindeer like in some some FedEx warehouse fucking shit up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Those reindeer were going nuts.
Oh, but see, movies like that, I don't know if they couldn't make it. They couldn't make anything like it again today. I don't even know if there would be an equivalent to anything like that in today's movies, like any of the Ernest movies or anything of the Naked Gun movies, like. Or like Airplane, you remember Airplane, Naked Gun, stuff like that. I don't know.
I think like our generation, our later generation, wasn't that like the scary movies and then the not another this movie and then not like it was the kind of the dumb comedy, but it started doing parodies of other movies.
Dumber. Because like
and
Airplane,
not funnier.
Yeah, because Airplane didn't necessarily parody anything as much as it just made fun of a bunch of stuff.
But that was the closest to the acting style.
Yes,
was that, and yeah, you're right. They don't like Hot Shots.
Yeah.
Or
Hot Shots Part 2.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
If they do make a stupid comedy, it's them constantly parrying other stupid other movies, and it's like, no, how about you just make your own dumb jokes and be funny? So
yeah, I mean it. Shut up back there.
Cats over there getting catcalled over here, Neal.
It's been a while. But while we're on the topic of like movies and stuff, I know that. So we're anime fans. Not a lot of people are, but have you heard about the stuff that that happened at Crunchyroll?
No.
So Crunchyroll is essentially it's the Netflix for anime, but apparently one of the voice actors, David Wald, who's done some big shows. I think he's Attack on Titan. He's got some stuff from My Hero Academia. But he had fans put together this like elaborate work of all like one of the characters that he did. I don't remember who it was. Doesn't really matter. But it was all custom made. Mm. FedExed it to him. Sent him the tracking number. They sent it to, I think, Funimation.
Okay.
The corporate building, and they just gave it out to the office.
Wait. These motherfuckers, they got his package, saw his name was on it, then turned around and opened his package and thought, oh, this is all the stuff that he did. Huh. Let's not tell him and just hand his shit out to everybody.
Pretty much. And the only reason that he was able to find the pieces, I think, was because the people that had made all the stuff for him had tweeted him a picture of what the contents looked like. So then he was able to go around and kind of find his stuff back.
Snatching shit off of people's desks. I'm like, give me this. I'm rolling around the office. Give me my shit. Give me my shit.
Yeah.
Give me my shit. And I'm finding whoever in the office got this, the sign for this, and fucking started handing my shit out.
You know who that is? Oh, yeah. You know who? I do. I voice him. That's my shit.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, my God. Which makes sense because why? It was like, it's not like he's gonna give them his home address to have them send packages. So
no,
you're sending it to the corporate office. They get it. They're like, hey, you have a package here.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll come get it.
Anime fans are.
You don't want too many of them knowing where you sleep.
Well,
at night.
Yeah, they're there's a group of them, and typically anime fans they're really nice, but then some of them.
It only takes one. It only takes the one to fuck it up for everybody.
You don't want everybody knowing where you live because they may fall in love with your character and think that is you, and it is not. Yeah, I can't. Like, if I was a professional wrestler or a voice actor, I wouldn't want to know I wouldn't want fans knowing where I lived.
Oh God, I can't imagine how it is being a professional wrestler that when you go, you can't go out and be you. Like you don't really have days off. Like back when the Undertaker was still kind of like in the height of the Undertaker, you couldn't really go to the grocery store. Like imagine like a 10-year-old seeing the Undertaker with fucking apples and strawberries in his cart and you'd be like,
well, that, I mean, so Mark,
like what is he supposed to do?
Well, Mark Calloway, that was one of the biggest things about him is like when he was in public, most of the time he stayed to character. And it wasn't
That's insane.
Yeah, it wasn't until he retired, like, because he retired a couple times, and he started doing a podcast, 6 Feet Under, plug it for you, that he was Mark Calloway. Like you could really, now he'd done a couple of things for the WWE Network and stuff, so you were kind of starting to get see, but for the longest time, you didn't know what kind of, hi. Hi, baby.
I'm just like, this is my podcast now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, come on, Chonk. Okay.
But yeah, you can't go out and be yourself in public anymore.
So yeah.
That is the one. That is one of the few reasons. Like I'm just like I don't know if I could never be a wrestler because like now I can't just be me. Every time I go out, like I gotta be this dude. Like imagine like Stone Cold has to be kind of like had to be on 10 everywhere he goes. He's like, listen here, motherfucker, you get the fuck away from me. I don't want to hear your shit. God damn.
Just jorts and knee braces all the time. Nah, you can't be
like,
that all the time.
Like Stone Cold. Like it's
Steve,
40
Steve.
It's
What?
40 degrees out.
Huh?
Why do you have on jean shorts and a leather jacket?
I'm ready. Whoop some ass.
What?
All the time. What? All right. Well, I think that she is telling us that we're done.
Maybe she wants a job. Maybe she can work the board next.
We
can train her. Cats. I've seen the videos of the cats hitting the buttons. Right?
Yeah,
they can learn that.
Get comfortable, please. All right.
Yeah,
well,
you need to hurry up and stop moving so she can find her spot.
Dude,
Neal.
Okay, listen, I don't move, but she's not going to sit still. She's just going to keep running around.
Because your phone is in the way. You move the phone. See how comfortable she just got, Neal? See? It's up to you to make her comfortable. That's your job.
At least look at the camera. There you go. All right. Well,
now you know you're stuck there for the next half hour. See? Hold on. You see what happened? As soon as you moved you see she tucks in. She gets all comfortable. Did you see the shoulder movement, Neal?
Yeah,
she's low. Get all comfortable in there.
Okay. Well, you want to tell them bye? Say bye.
All right, everybody.
All right. Thank you. Peace.